everything she went through, it led to a lot of immense, intense emotions from depression to anger to there was fear, and
Baby, I know you.
as a kid you feel that, and it's your mom at that, and I've always been a mother's boy, so it
Yep.
kind of like escalated things a lot.
Welcome to Storytime with Sirece.
Preview.
And now, let's all welcome your host, Sirece Thomas.
Well, I'm super excited to have another guest. Someone super special to me. I mean, I used to hold him in my arms, but we're not going to go there. But he is just out here doing some incredible things, and I just want him to drop some gems on us. So welcome to Storytime with Sirece. Drops every Saturday. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, for the full video, but I'll be dropping the clips of us. Thank you for tuning in to me and Daniel. We'll be back. I got my other Cuddy, Mayo base. And now I got FRECK TV. So, I mean, it's a family affair. I mean, honestly, that's a family affair. I love it. So, FRECK, I admire you so much from where you are today. And I kind of wanted to talk about, there's a verse that actually says, maturity doesn't come with age, but the taking on of responsibility. And I see you out here, alarm clock going off at 5 a.m., working overnight on the weekends, ordering acai bowls and crepes. I'm just like, who is this? It's very weird and honorable to witness someone that was like literally crawling around and then walking around and then figuring life out. You've been through a lot, right? And you out here shining very brightly too. It's kind of, it's giving maturity doesn't come with age, but the taking on of responsibility. And I kind of want you to share with us the people, because you give so many good gems. Like, what would you say, at least two things that you realized you had to be you had to take responsibility for as you got older? You like, nah, I gotta own this one. I think a lot of people don't realize how much we don't own stuff, which keeps us stuck in a place. And when you think about growing up and becoming a man or a woman, it really comes with taking on responsibility. You could be a big, and that's what I say, not you at your big age still doing that. Because, what do you think you had to really own and take responsibility? Because that's what responsibility means. Like, you own it.
All right. First of all, thank you for allowing me on your platform, and thank you for the flowers and the big ups. I definitely want to first say, like, yo, I've been looking up to you for a long period of time. You and all my older cousins, like, y'all really set the bar, set the standard in terms of like energy, life, living, a Christian life. Y'all know, like, our aunties and our moms, like, really are the matriarchs of everything. But like every time we would get together, like, I just admired the vibes. Like, everything was just beautiful, and I tried to like the light shines so bright, and I tried to continue like letting my light shine in the midst of things. Now, to answer your question, in terms of what it was like what I'm responsible for, right?
What did you have to finally own and be like, you know what? I can't blame this, because there's a lot of things and people we can blame, but you get to a place in your life where you like, okay, I'm not moving anywhere. My mindset ain't moving nowhere. My life isn't moving anywhere. I have to start owning it. I have to own it for myself. What did you stop blaming?
Because I can blame a lot of people for the way this crep looks, because the crep looks creepy.
So that is a crepe.
The crepe looks creepy though.
So that's a crepe. I know, because I know what crepes look like, but that's a crepe. That joint, they done crept that joint up in that thing.
What is that?
That is, honestly, it's a crepe.
It's a crepe. That's not a.
That's not a crepe. It's a crepe.
All right.
period. And I'm gonna see if I could get one ordered just to see. It might taste better. You never know.
Yo, I bet my fault. To answer your question, I feel like the first thing I've owned is my own mental peace, and that is I've picked that up at a very early age. Now, growing up, I understood like the way that I learned how to own my own peace was not as healthy.
Mm.
Um, I under like I went through a lot of stuff as a kid. I seen a lot of stuff a lot of kids probably shouldn't see. You know, with my mother with her trials and tribulations and not having like a present father or a father figure like at all. Like my biological father wasn't really present. Um, so a lot of things happened around me as a kid that I did not understand. And some things that I did, but like I kind of blocked out everything. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And there was a lot of emotions around as well in terms of like my mom, like everything that she went through, which I'll break down, but like everything she went through, it led to a lot of immense, intense emotions from depression to anger to there was fear, and as
Anxiety,
a
I
kid,
know you.
as a kid, you feel that, and it's your mom at that. And I've always been a mother's boy, so it
Yep.
kind of like escalated things a lot. But like I don't know, like some way somehow deep down inside me, it was more so like, yo, I can't really focus on what's going on in a sense. Like I have to really like lock in on present. Like if something happens, then I'll handle it there. But like once I'm not in that situation, then I'm focusing on wherever I'm at, kind of thing. Which is
Yeah.
not necessarily good because I'm like, okay, as a kid, you don't have responsibilities, so it doesn't like take a toll on you. But as an adult, things tend to like linger on, and you
Because
have
you
to
start to internalize it, and you can see it bubble up in other situations.
exactly. So it
Yeah.
has to get dealt with. It has to be, healed.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's gonna continue on. So
That's good.
but that was really like the first thing that I've owned is like my mental peace, and like I said, now that I'm an adult, I do it a lot healthier. But like, there's a lot of things that I just won't dwell in or entertain for the sake of my own mental health because I know if my mental health is not right, then I'm not going to be able to help anybody that needs my help.
Right.
I'm saying
I feel you on that. I love that. So it sounds like we're gonna have to do a part two so you could break it down. But I love that you said owning your mental health, which also I would say number two for you, because you kind of said it, is owning your place for healing.
right.
Because we like many of us will blame everything, and look, rightfully so. We will blame this and that situation and this situation and that trauma for the fact that we can't heal. So this is just how we are. And we don't even give like God the room to grow us because we literally will say, you ever said, this who I am. This who I am. So once you claim that, that's it. That's it. Like that's who you finna be for the rest of your life. And so I love that you're like, not only did you have to claim your mental peace, but you had to own responsibility for getting healing. And we as a people, when it comes to therapy and being able to talk it out and address those traumas, like we shy away from that a lot. We internalize so much, and we do so much about protect our peace, while we're internalizing the things that destroy our peace. So truthfully, it's so you that once again, I knew you was gonna give us the gems, and I really do want to dive in because I know we're just doing a few minutes tonight, but I want to dive into a part two with you because this is something that I know all of us can relate to. You know what I'm saying? All of us can relate to, just not learning, just sometimes not taking ownership, but also not knowing how to take ownership, how to do it. I love how you said it correctly. Okay? Because there's a way that you can get peace, and a lot of it is temporary because you will blow up on that next person when your bucket is full of all those things that you internalize.
for sure.
Woo, child. Well, okay.
Too. Like, for me, whatever, we can get into it.
We're gonna get into it, but I want to say this is just the start of it. You already broke down some gems, and we already have people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Receiving from you, FRECK TV, Bishop FRECK.
Hey, yo, please. Wow.
But I'm finna get some crepes, and I just want to say, can we get the hand clap? I can't do it, but you got to do it for you. For coming through on Storytime, one of my first streams.
Let's
with
go.
The But I love you so much, and I'm so excited. Y'all definitely make sure y'all stay tuned for part 2. This has all been like trial and error today, but I still was like, one of the things even Freck said was like, yo, just take a step. Just take a step. And I hope somebody was encouraged by this very short interview, because even in life, if you need to take ownership for your mental peace and your healing, you got to take a step. It's uncomfortable, but you got to take that first step. Just take a step. Just jump out. Trust you ain't going to fall, girl. And guys.
Clock that. You got to say clock that. Clock that.
Clock it. Is it clock that?
You can say clock it, clock that, clock it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get a tattoo right here that says clock it and clock that.
No,
Yeah. Okay, just watch me. Watch when I come back. Watch when I come back.
This will be a whole different live, y'all.
I know this one was just at it's over, no stay. I know this was a short one. This was a short one. My kids, they keep getting up. Normally, I'll probably, yeah. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna try to have a set schedule where we go live. But I think I'm gonna try to do Mondays too. Yeah, child. We'll work it out. But don't worry, our next interview will be longer. But you're gonna see clips of this interview because this will be fully posted and edited and posted on YouTube. And clips will be posted on both of our pages. But stay encouraged, y'all. Take that next step. Take ownership. We got to grow up. We can blame everybody and everything else, but as you heard it live here, FRECK TV, right here on Storytime with Sirece, take responsibility, ownership for your own mental health, ownership for your own healing, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how when you stop pointing the finger, how things will change, and that's why I'm so inspired by FRECK TV. You know, and in part 2, I'm gonna let him share because, like, yeah, man, this man has come up. This man. He is the one leading the way right now. He's literally why I'm here doing this interview right now, because even as you get older, like, it's just so easy to procrastinate, feel heavy, don't want to take that next step, don't want to move forward. We got so many dreams in our head and we just kind of sit on them, and a lot of them are being blocked by our mental peace, by the lack of healing, by the lack of forgiveness, and so on and so on. All right, so W to all of y'all, okay?
W's in the chat.
Thank you so much.
If y'all haven't done so already, please follow my great cousin. You feel me? Sirece Person Thomas. Sirece is mad funny. Exactly. Make sure y'all follow my cousin if y'all haven't done so already, just so y'all can be up to date with everything going on. You know, turn your notifications on so when she does go live, y'all can, get the notification. Be aware. You feel me? And yo, cuz, I love your soul, you know it.
I love your soul and all.